guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very well. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 4 benefits that I've personally experienced from living a simple lifestyle. I talked about like simple living and minimalism and stuff like that in a previous video. I'll link it in one of the cards, and I'll also link it down below for you guys. This video, my cat is down here. I can't let her sit on me without having a pillow because she will put her claws in me, so I'm gonna have to pop a pillow on my lap or else I will be clawed to death. But anyways, here she is. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, we'll just get started into benefit number 1. So benefit number 1, this is kind of something that I've discussed in that previous video, but it's being able to concentrate on things that are important to my goals and for the life that I am trying to create for myself. I know that I'm not wasting the time that we have in the day because it's such a small amount of time if you think about it on like the ladder, you know. I gotta do this before I get to do this, and it's when you simplify those things that it becomes easier to keep a track of what you're doing and what you still need to do, and it makes it easier to make the most of the little time that we have in a day. Yeah, it's again harping back to what I was saying in my other video about being intentional. You want to realize the things that are going to be important to you and important to where you want to go in your life to get to that, and it's all about being intentional, and that happens in your daily life, and being able to just simplify those things makes it a whole lot easier. But yeah, long story short, concentrate on the things that will allow you to grow in the life that you want and achieve the goals that you have for yourself. Oh, look who this. She looks so angry, and that's because I've just stolen the seat that she was sitting on. Maybe, do you want to sit on here? Do you want this to sit on? See if she's happy with that. Yay! She's happy! Yes, so benefit number 2 of having a simple life or living in a simple way is spending less money. I think we can all spend a bit less money. You know, living a simple life, living that type of mindset and lifestyle, you do naturally spend less because you are more in tune with what you actually need and not necessarily what you want. You know, I used to spend, this is going back a few years when I was still living at home and had almost no responsibility. I used to spend my money and not really think about, do I actually need this, or is this a thing that I want because it's trendy or because I think it looks pretty. I didn't think about what I was buying, but again, that's maybe because of my lifestyle back then. You know, now that I am not in that situation, I've got things to pay for. You know, now that I am, you know, in a very different place to what I was back in, you know, high school, I have to be really sure about what I'm buying, because the last thing I want to do is waste my hard-earned money. I hate wasting money, and I'm so much more careful. I'm much more careful about what it is that I'm spending my money on. And for the most part, honestly, it's things that I need. I hardly buy things that I want. For example, a few months ago, like November time, my only pair of blue jeans broke. I just want attention. And I just decided, you know what? I think you deserve a new pair of blue jeans. And I went and got myself a nice, really nice pair of jeans. And that's another thing I've kind of realized, and I think is a benefit to not spending a lot of my money, is that when I do spend my money, I'm able to actually afford buying nicer things because I'm not spending it all on badly made, badly sourced, poor ethical clothes. This is just for clothing items, obviously, but like, you know what I'm getting at? I'm able to spend my money on good quality clothing items that will last, fingers crossed, a pretty freaking long time. But in saying that, I don't just buy things that I need. I do buy things that I want, but the things that I tend to want are things that I just love. Like, for example, I love love it. I love buying from small businesses, like from Etsy, from people I follow on Instagram, like art accounts. I just love the whole experience of buying something that I know is from a small business, and then when I get it, it's always packaged beautifully, and it's like a beautiful experience to be able to open these amazing little treasures that you find online. And those are really the things that I buy for myself, that I don't need them. I do collect them. Most of them are in this little envelope that I got in one of the orders. I don't need them. I definitely don't need them because I don't use them. Like, I buy stickers. I'm not much of a sticker person, but I just see it as another form of art. I like to buy them, and when I find something, and when I find someone on Instagram that I really like their art, I just want to support them in some way, buying some of the artwork is a way that I can do that. So I just love to spend money on small businesses. It doesn't need to be artwork, it can be jewelry, it can be stuff for around the house. Etsy, I just love. Etsy's becoming my number one place to shop. But we're not sponsored by Etsy in this video, sadly, so I'm just gonna move on. But Etsy is amazing. Okay, so benefit number 3, and it's living a life without stress for the most part. So this kind of relates back to the first benefit, where you're being very intentional about the things you do, the tasks you do in your daily life, but it's because you're doing minimal amount, so you're doing, like as I said, 4 or 5 tasks a day, and because you know what you're doing is going to benefit you in the future, that it naturally makes you less stressed because you know you're on the right path. Waking up in the morning, you're like, I only have 5 things to do today. That's easy, instead of, God, I've got 15 things I gotta do today, I've got to start now, I can't eat today, can't have my shower, I have to get these things done. But that isn't to say that life isn't stressful in a simple living environment, because we're still living, we're still human. We get stressed, life gets stressful just naturally from things that aren't in your control. There's always periods where you're unsure about where you're going, in the direction you're going in. That's insanely stressful, and I'm going through a quarter-life crisis right now, and and some days it's so stressful and it's so unmotivating, but with just having 5 tasks, I'm gonna go back quickly to the first benefit, but just having those 5 tasks a day makes it that even if I'm having a bad day or I'm having a stressful time, I still know that I only have 5 things to do today, and then I can just cut off from the rest of the world, do things that I need to do to make myself feel better, so then maybe the next day I feel a lot better about where I am, my situation, because you do have to remember that you are human and that these things will crop up. We're gonna have bad days, but they definitely become few and far between with a simple living, for me personally. So yeah, living a stress-free life is benefit number 3. Okay, so benefit number 4, final benefit. Being able to keep track of everything in your household is so freeing. Being able to know exactly what you have, where it is, I love it. Obviously, in my situation right now, I'm living with my boyfriend's parents, so all I need to worry about is in this room, which is very easy. I have to admit, it's quite easy to kind of know where everything is. But I think because we were in this mindset of having only things that we need, only things that will enhance our lives, it's going to make it easier when we do eventually have a bigger space, because we will only get things that we need and we won't go excessive for the most part. But a huge way of being able to keep track of what you have is by decluttering. We love a declutter on this channel, and I can feel one is needed, so that might be next week's video. If you declutter and if you get into the habit of doing it every few months, every month, you kind of, it's gonna sound really weird, but you have like a feeling your instincts are starting to tell you it's like you need to declutter, it's getting a bit out of hand. And it's when your drawers start to get a bit messy and you're like, how did this get messy? Decluttering is huge at being able to keep track. You know, if you're decluttering every month, every 2 months, it's easy to know what everything is and it's easy to know what you have. You're able to memorize stuff like that. So decluttering is massive. I think this is a benefit to simple living because you're not overwhelmed, especially if you're a person like myself who gets affected so much with their surroundings that if you have unnecessary clutter, unnecessary stuff, you get affected and you don't work as well, you know, you don't feel as productive, you feel so distracted by everything around you. You know, having that simple life mindset and decluttering will help you stay focused on what you need to do, whether it's studying, working at home, doing your hobbies, whatever. It will help you immensely if you just have what you need. But yeah, so that is all my benefits that I thought of, that I generally do feel and I experience them on a daily basis. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'm very excited to do some decluttering. There are some boxes that I can see right now and they're so messy. But yeah, that's next week's video. So I hope you guys will stay around for that. Subscribe if you want to. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.